took care of business. We took care of business, Eagles Nation. Won 34-13, cleaned them out. End of day season. Odell on the sideline acting a fool. He was limited to 45 yards. Jalen Mills, shout out to you, dog. Way to take care of business. Way to take care of business. Lane Johnson went down. Jason Peters, he went down. Torn biceps. I believe he'll play with that. Lane Johnson, way to play with that high ankle sprain, big dog. He still went out with some injury, some new injury. But Lane, you know, he went out. Vitae stepped in. Samalu came over to right tackle. Vitae slid in left tackle for Big V. Big JP. Big V slid in for him. You know. Dallas Goedert, he played well. His blocking was well this week. Zach Ertz, way to be a decoy out there for our offensive weapons. Corey Clement, Smallwood, y'all did what y'all could, man. I mean, we'll still be looking into getting a running back. You know what I mean? But maybe, you know what I mean? We'll be looking to get a running back, maybe a Tevin Coleman, something like that. We might be looking at a Son Riddick, you know, as far as a linebacker. Until Nate Gary get back right, you know what I mean. Deion Buchanan as well. He played that hybrid linebacker safety role as well. But kudos to y'all, man. Y'all took care of business. You know what I mean. Having Corey Clement back, Derek Barnett, man. Listen, you in your second year, bro. I see you doing what you doing. I see you. You going to that dark place with Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett. I can't really say nothing wrong about you. Just let up on the quarterback a little bit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Because that almost, man. If we couldn't come back from that, we stopped that touchdown, though. Way to limit them once we got to the red zone. Jim Schwartz, way to call a different defensive game plan. That bend but don't break in the third quarter. That's how Saquon started really going off. I mean, but early on, our tackling, we got to get that under wraps. We still haven't tackled well in none of our games. I want to see our DBs come up and put some hats on some guys. Like Seth Joyner said in the post game, shoot your gun. Come on now. At least if you're a DB, fire at him. Don't sit there waiting. Don't sit there waiting on him to make a move. He gonna make a move. They sit there comparing this man to comparing him to Barry Sanders, Earl Campbell. Come on, bro. Like, he's in his, sixth game? Let's pump the brakes on that for a minute. Same way y'all said about Carson. When folks was comparing him to Joe Montana, who else? Dan Marino. Y'all was like, oh, no, wait a minute. See what I'm saying? You done seen Carson. This is third season. You see what I'm saying? And it's not even about comparing Saquon to Carson. He's a running back compared to a quarterback. I mean, a quarterback gonna win that all the time. Like y'all say, it's a quarterback-driven league. But, great job, Philadelphia. Like Alshon said, shout out to Alshon, 8 receptions, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carson Wentz, 26 of 36, 279, 3 touchdowns. Passer rating of 122. I mean, man, our boy Philadelphia, what we have, we got the best young quarterback, y'all. We got the best damn young quarterback. You saw that throw when he was rolling out the pocket. He threw it back across his body. He hit Alshon in stride over there. He threw it in front of behind the safety, and he threw it in front of the DB. I believe corner was covering. He threw it, man. You see what I'm saying? He beating 2 defenders. Way to run the ball. 31 rushes compared to 36 passes. Defense, 4 sacks. Fletcher Cox. Man. Way to go. Hester was in there. I like him being in our rotation. I like him being in our defensive tackle rotation. Destiny Valle, you got more than a tackle today. You see what I'm saying? You got you a sack. That's a tackle for loss. We call those them TFLs. If you never got one of those, we call them TFLs, baby. Way to come back, Philly. You know, back to being Philly. Back to being bullies. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's focus on Carolina now. Let's look at that Redskins game when they play them, and let's take care of business. Let's get this rest in, y'all. Let's get this rest in. Way to play. Way to play. Let's go. Let's do this.